Dratini Classic Community Day. It's pretty appreciable how common Dratini is for this event, because like in other Pokemon contexts, Dratini is never this common. And I don't remember exactly when the first community day for Dratini was, but I did partake. I think I only caught 2 shinies, and that's why I'm here, because I have a shiny Dragonair and Dragonite, but no Dratini. And the Dragonair is like level 7 or something funny. Level 7 is hilarious, but I remember like in red, blue, yellow, the only place you could find Dratini and Dragonair was Safari Zone in the water fishing. I think it had to be a super rod. And the Dragonairs, I don't remember what level they appeared at there. I feel like, because back then the rods were fixed. So I guess super rod would have been level 40. Good rod was 15 maybe? And then old rod was 10. So I've checked, I feel around 20 Dratinis here and no shiny yet. I thought about getting more than one, but nah. I've also told my funny story on here on one of these streams that the first time I was going to catch a Dragonair in this game, I was in Venice Beach, which is like a cool place to, well, it was like Venice Beach, Marina del Rey. And that's like a funny place to, it's like a good place, I think, to run into a Dragonair, but my phone died right as I was like about to catch it. I think it was as close as like, I'd thrown the ball and it might have been shaking already. But that was pretty funny. In hindsight, back then I was like, no. So, let's see. This one's gonna be a little hard to check. It's stacked on top. Let's see. How do we click on that? There we go. Let's see. I don't remember which one of these out of the 2 top ones I checked or not. Okay. Not shinies. So I could have like gone back to that Venice Beach area, but it wasn't like a redemption thing. It was just funny. That was earlier days of Pogo, so. Let's see, at work today during downtime, I read the latest dev diary, which I think those are always fun to read. And the last one was sort of heartwarming. The designer, I think he was like a character designer, was talking about how he got into it. Thought it was pretty neat. So we are on a hunt for just one shiny Dratini today. It is a true classic community day, just because of it being like a redo, and also being an original 151 Pokemon. It's a little windy out, but it's sunny. So far today, I just watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., rewatched, and then napped. I've been rewatching seasons 4 and 5 of that show. It's a show I watch a lot because I'm one of like 2 people I know in real life who watched it, and the other guy I haven't even met in real life. He's just online. I'm kind of thinking now that to anyone watching me do this, and like if they can hear my voice, they could just think I'm on speakerphone with someone, which is kind of true. Could be true if someone that watches this. Work's been going pretty good. I'm in a little bit more of a leadership role now. I mean, I'm in the same technical role, but what I do is a little bit more leaderly. I feel like in both of the jobs I'm active in right now, tutoring and then also autism services, I'm taking a little bit more of like so I'm taking like a leader role on a case with the autism job, but then in tutoring, I'm maybe a little more detached and a little bit more advising the student I'm working with. I have kind of two students, but one is more regular than the other. There we go. So nice. Such a good shiny. Pink Dratini. Great throw. Shouldn't be any problems there. And that's it. Not an ambitious community day. Even though the Pokemon warrant some ambition. Like, you gotta think about Lance, who in Gold, Silver, Crystal, I think he has 3 Dragonites. And then in Red, Blue, Yellow, he has only 1, but he has 2 Dragonairs, I think, so. Oh, I even have enough. Oh, I have quite a bit of candy, actually. That's interesting. It's like 14 defense or something. Still a lot of Dratinis here. So, I mean, I could just keep checking. I don't really want to overdo it, but I'm also having a little bit of a boring day, so something to spice things up, perhaps. After the monsoon noodles I had in the morning. There's a lot here. And there's like a fountain here, so that kind of makes sense. I'm walking towards said fountain right now. I took a nap and woke up at 3. So I wasn't like that wired in for this hunt. I figured, you know, at least an hour is enough to find one shiny. But I still remember that one community day where I only caught 1 shiny Torchic. It was for Torchic. And yeah, I only caught 1. Even though I was active for, like, I might have missed half an hour, but out of 3 hours or however long, I don't think it was, I think that one might have started at 11, or maybe it was 2. But I was coming from a wedding in La Cañada, Flint Ridge. So I went down the hill, and then I went to, I forget what the street is, but it's kind of near Echo Park. And I only got 1 shiny there. That was pretty surprising. That's about the worst luck I've had, funnily, coming from a wedding. It's like maybe I should have just stayed at the wedding, even though it was a weekend wedding, so I was still there for most of it. Pink Dratini. I also, I'm not doing this as much now, but I was YouTube watching some shiny hunters. And there's a guy named Sonic who does like, there's a couple of YouTubers who do Gen 3 hunts. So they do Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. And I was watching a guy, I was watching people do like Safari Zone. I've watched a number of people do Safari Zone hunts, actually. Okay, where did those come from? I think I probably checked that one already. Might be double checking some of these. Now, what I could also do is walk down toward the resort, which is one of my favorite places to go play pogo. I could make it very luxurious. I can go to their coffee shop. I could get some caffeinated beverage. But I have a Coke that I opened at home waiting, so I'm gonna go home to that. Just see if there's any shinies here along the way. We have reached our target, so no need to push anything. But I've also been pretty lazy today, so walking that area might not be a bad idea. But I'm like fresh out of the shower and I haven't like, my hair's a little too long these days, especially with the wind. So I kind of gel it down to appear more tame. I could just leave this as a chill stream and then go to the resort. Oh, okay. Well, there's another shiny. I was getting a little nervous when I don't razz these. Let's hope I just get it. Okay, good. I've never had a shiny run away from me in this game, or any game. So, kind of hoping to keep it that way. Another 2-star. Both of them are kind of missing out on the attack for some reason, which is back to back. What's up? What's up? Do I want to Pokeball this? Like try at least? No, I don't. Gray ball it is. I mean, all right. 3 easy shiny Dratinis. I'll take it. I could have one of them go up to Dragonair. And then have like 2 shiny Dratinis, 2 shiny Dragonairs, 1 shiny Dragonite. Iron Tail. It's kind of a cool move on it. I don't think it gets that naturally through level up, but Pokemon have pretty expanded move sets, move pools these days. 0-star. Wonderful. That one's staying Dratini. I'll just catch a few more and then transfer them. Maybe I'll just have another set of Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. That sounds kind of nice. I was thinking about having a shiny Dragonite in-game here. Like I have a shiny Charizard in here and in Sword. Well, excuse me. Rude. Get caught much? I'm just kidding. I don't want to be catty with my Pokemon. Hey. Come to me. Come to me. I want to be inviting. Okay. Catch a few more. Evolve up. And that'll be a stream. Getting a decent amount of great throws here. And now I've just walked full circle. Or like square more. Square more. Used to work at a company called Caremore. Square more, care more. Yeah, since I usually come home to my parents on the weekends, I don't bother with the gel and stuff as much. Oh, there's a runaway. Okay, well, I did use a berry to help catch, but I did not catch, so I feel like that should matter. But we take pity over here. We take pity when it's freely offered. Even if it makes us feel bad about ourselves. Ooh, shiny Azurill. That's cool. I don't have one of those. I only have Marill and Azumarill. But since Marill and Azumarill are both green, then I'm a little more okay with that. If they were different colors, I would definitely like the Azurill. Broke free. That was a weak throw. There you go. What? It's not like I'm that far off the center. Let's try a great throw. An ultra ball. There we go. Okay, so we got the candy. Let me just check these and make sure they're not shiny. I like the shiny line. They're another line like Azuril's that the first two forms are the same color and then the third one's different. So time to transfer, evolve up, and that should be a wrap. Oh, actually, I'll need a bit more candy. Dragonite was pretty common to have on my final yellow teams. I feel like Dragonair is a star of this, just because of my story with the Venice Beach Dragonair, the one that got away. So total, I'd need 150 candy. I was a little too eager. Okay, got a feisty one here. Come to me, you dragon worm. It's funny because in Yu-Gi-Oh! They have this whole class of monsters called worm type, but the worm is spelled with a Y, which I think is some sort of, I don't know. It sounds kind of like medieval European to me, but I'm not really sure. But most of the worms in that archetype or in that type they're dragons. Like, they look like dragons, but they're not the dragon type. That's a great ball for greater success. That was like a downtrodden Borat right there. Hope you enjoyed it. Downtroddenly. All right, now I think we are at the right amount of candy. So let's go for Dragonite. Let's just check this one. I like how Dratini's eyes are all like pinkish, lavender. I like that on the bottom of its eyes. Okay. So, Dratini. So, transfer this one. Evolve this one. I don't want to evolve the 0 or the 0-star one. That's the 0-star one. Alright. Then I'll evolve this one. Yeah, those are decent enough to evolve. Cool. Well, we'll have a full set Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite in here. I did not transfer the Litwick line from last month's Community Day over to Sword. Over to Home, then Sword. I'm a little more comfortable just keeping them in this game. I've like acknowledged this game as like good enough in itself. You know, not as just like a portal for other games. So definitely we'll evolve this one up to Dragonite and that'll be it. That's pretty good CP. That's like usable, given my level of competitiveness in here, which isn't. I do gym battles, so that's pretty much it. I've been doing those pretty much since the beginning. Cool. There's our dark green. It's like forest green. Sweet. Dragonite. Well, cool. We have the whole line. Best of luck in your community day if you haven't already done it. Hope you had a good one if you did. And I'll catch you next time.